Good morning. Welcome to this morning's 2-minute devotional. And if you joined us on Wednesday, you know that we've started this new little series that we're doing in these devotions, which I'm calling the 7 Next Words of Jesus, looking at the conversations that the risen Christ had with people to see his heart, his love, his power, his purpose. And so on Wednesday we looked at the very first words of the new creation as Jesus launches God's new world. He says to Mary, "Why are you weeping?" And so we're going to keep looking at that conversation he has with Mary today. See, Mary's crying. She doesn't know who it is. When Jesus says to her, "Why are you weeping?" she doesn't recognize him because after all, she's not expecting Jesus. Resurrection is not a category for her. When you go to a funeral, you expect to see the person in the casket, not greeting you at the door. And so she thinks it's the gardener. She's like, "Have you moved Jesus' body? Where is he?" And Jesus said to her, "Mary." That's it. He says her name. And in that moment, she knows. Before she even turns around, she knows, because no one speaks her name like that. No one knows her like Jesus does. No one knows her with the compassion and intimacy and tenderness that Jesus does. And so when he says, "Mary," full of mercy and love, she knows it's him. He's alive. She doesn't understand how. She just knows because no one speaks her name like that. And so you, believer, weak, weeping, worried believer, just like Mary, here's what you need to know this morning. The risen Christ knows your name too. He knows your name. He said in John 10, "I know my sheep. I know my sheep and they hear my voice." Just like Mary knows Jesus' voice because he knows her name, so he knows your name too. And the risen King, who has all authority in heaven and on earth, who made and governs the universe, who Isaiah 40 says calls every star in every galaxy by name, this great King knows your name too. And in your weeping and in your worrying, he knows everything about you inside and out, and he speaks your name not with condemnation, not with frustration, but with tenderness and compassion and mercy. Oh, child of God, he knows your name.